So, I'm back. Oh man. So, I normally, try to get it in at least once a week. That's been my rotation. I've been sticking with it, like not trying to fuck that up, right? At least once a week. I have been on vacation, like legitly. I think in the last video I either recorded or posted, I kind of referenced the time for a break, a mental health break. And if I didn't reference it, I was definitely like peaking on the brink of needing one. So I took it. Like I definitely took it. And I even went on a physical vacation too with some friends, which was hella dope. Like I had a really good time. Like all intents and purposes, I had a really, really good time. So yeah, I just needed to give myself that time to order my steps. Like I've been doing a lot of prayer and meditation and trying to order my steps as I go along this journey. Because again, if what I believe is true, it's some new shit that like a lot of people haven't transcended into as of yet. So not people in general, just people in my immediate sphere, especially in my family. So yeah, like, damn it. And I'm happy I took that break because then I was able to just hear the messages a little clearer. And I know how weird that sounds, but whatever. Like, the universe is always talking to you, or your proverbial God, or whatever it is that you are into, right? It is listening to you. It wants to answer and support your vibrations. I gave myself the time to fucking listen to that support. So here I am. And this is not a recap video. This is definitely a I got some shit to share video. As I was coming home yesterday, because we all traveled as a group, and I like that shit. Like, that was really nice. But as we all traveled as a group, when we was coming back, I was just like, I really enjoyed this vacation because I learned a lot about myself. And you learned something. We out partying, full debauchery, and you learned something. And I'm like, yeah, yo, like no matter what's going on, you gotta be present, you gotta be aware, you gotta be listening and looking for the lessons. Like, you gonna take an L in everything you do. Just make that L a lesson. So yeah, I learned a lot about myself this weekend, but I got a lot of confirmation from outward in. And so as I was processing all of that, and I sat down literally in this house and was like, oh, you ain't clean up before you left. I came up with this video instead. So this video I think speaks to a lot of conversations that I've been having as of late about the test that a lot of people are going through. And for me, because I'm always searching for the solution of some shit, it's not just about the immediate test that's put before you, but it's about the outcome of that test. What are the results of that test? Or what is even the purpose of this test? So today I bring to you the tests that are being thrown my way and some of the impacts and the results of them. Well, at least what I can process thus far. So I'm always aiming for a short video. We never get a short video. So at least let me give you some shit to chew over as you go on about your day. How about that? So the first test that I feel like I have been really tackling in these last couple of weeks, because it's been 2 since the last video, so since the last post at least, and yeah, definitely 2 since the last post, has been the test of patience. Yep. And I think most about my work situation that is starting to like, peek or rear its little ugly head. I think about that situation most when I think about the test of patience. Because it's like, I've been here before. And I've been in this scenario before from different angles. Angles where I was truly victim. Angles where I definitely added fuel to the fucking fire. Angles where, I was the instigator and the bully. I was on all angles of this scenario. So why am I acting like it's brand new? I need to be patient with this scenario. And I learned that. I've learned that from being able to look back on my actions that impact the results of my outcomes, right? And so here I am at 2019 on the brink of some bullshit, and I can feel it. I have to apply that lesson of patience. What patience has taught me. And patience teaches you to just keep pushing forward if you're moving in the right direction. Again, when I was the bully, like, I'm moving too fast, I'm doing too much, I need to stop. Patience has to make you stop. In my work situation, boy, old me wanted to come out shit, like on some, oh, you got me fucked up. You got me all the way in the levels of fucked up that we can't even reach. You need a whole nother level of IQ to get there. Type fucked up. But I had to check myself. I literally was sitting at work the last day I was at work, actually, and it hit me. It's like, yo, you're listening to people talk about something you're about to do. You walked in the door in that positioning. What is wrong with you? You need to slow down and really see what the fuck is going on and apply the lessons that you've already learned when you've been in this scenario. Patience is about regrouping in that moment. What I did the last day at work. Regrouping in that moment. Taking that moment of, wait. I'm from the hood, so that wait we feel like gets us killed. That wait actually keeps you alive. It's that jump reaction that normally gets us fucked up. Not giving a nigga that moment to answer the what you say question. What you say? Actually wait for the answer. That's what patience is. So that's the lesson I'm trying to apply as I move forward. So I was talking to a friend of mine and I was like, yo, I'm coming off this trip a whole brand new woman, like a brand new woman. Not on no, oh, I've been saved. No, but a brand new woman on some, hey, so that which was in you that you already felt, that you already knew, yeah, you was right. And you got to see it. I also got to exercise a little bit of patience on this trip as well. I was quieter than I think the group of friends that I was with expected me to be, which allowed a lot of other energies to manifest themselves. I also walked through the door and saged the whole place. I ain't playing games with you. Look, what I'm not going to do. What I'm not going to do is pollute this spirit that I've been trying to purify. So sorry, not with it. Don't care how you or your mama feel about it. So yeah, I mean, but I was, and I'm happy that I did. It was a very calming space for me. It was a very like transformative spirit and energy moving through. I kept saying the whole time, damn, I could really breathe out here. Like, what? So yeah, I definitely had a good moment. The second test that I feel like the universe is like, hey, so you got it, right? Oh, it's a little coffee. Because I ain't have coffee all weekend even. And I mean, I survived, but damn. The second test is the test of strength. It's knowing what the actual battles in front of you are. And like, it's a process to that. It's like, all right, you got to recognize this as a battle. Because the first question is it a real fucking battle? Sometimes I be like, oh, I'm about to fight. What are you punching the pillow for? Oh, it is a pillow. My bad. I didn't know what it was. I only saw, pieces of the total whole. My bad. Let me fix what I broke. No. Discover if it's a battle or not. Like, That's what strength's about. Once you realize that it is a battle, okay, then you need to realize if it's your battle or not. Because all conflict ain't your conflict. Fam, there was conflict in the general sense of conflict this weekend. It wasn't mine. It just wasn't mine. So again, it's at my doorstep and I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. You don't say, oh, you're going to show me the underside too. Oh, that's cute. It's yours. I don't want nothing to do with it. Let's say it is your battle, right? Because then, you know me, I'm always thinking about everything from all angles. That's how I end up fucked up in certain situations. But in this one, it was just fun because I ain't had nothing else to do and my phone was dead. Like, I normally would text somebody like, yo, let me tell you. And then I go in my corner and, like, watch something. But I didn't have any service. So I had to think about it like, what if this was my battle, right? You then need to ask yourself if it's worth even fighting, right? There are many small squabbles we all pass up every day. It's like, I remember when, it's like fighting with a child. That's what I was about to say. I remember when I was with my ex-boyfriend and, what was it? PlayStation 3 or 4? I want to say PlayStation 4. It had to be 4. Just came out. I bought him one. He took it home to his mama's house. All right, cool. His 8-year-old brother comes up to my grown ass and was like, oh, thank you for my PS4. What you say to me, little boy? Thank you for your PS4. I'm literally sitting there then for the next 5 minutes going back and forth with this little boy, legitly in my feelings about, no, that's mine. What you mean? Like, I ain't buying it for you. It's just here. It's just in your mother's house. Yo, tell your brother that's not his. He's 8. I mean, yeah, that was my battle, right? But like, does it matter? Was it worth fighting? And yes, I put it on the scale of fighting with a child, because when you put shit in perspective and you really think about it, it's like, what's the prize at the end of this fight? What is it? And that's literally what I wanted to ask towards the conflict that I view. And maybe it wasn't conflict and I was just like overlooking at the shit, but I don't think energies lie. Feelings don't lie. Vibrations don't lie. And as I'm trying to unlock my superpower of seeing, feeling, and being able to command those a little bit more, duh, fam, I know what I felt. Like, I don't think the battle was worth it. I guess on the back end of that analysis, right? Like, the battle that was being fought is not worth it on any level. Like, it's a lot of delusional shit going on. I don't think it's crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, from the outside, hovering over, looking at it from once being amongst some shit like it, like, no, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I don't know. And I'm happy I took the time that I did to move away from the situations and like actually slow shit down, like apply the lesson from the first test. Because these are compounding lessons, compounding tests. Like, all of these tests are kind of found on the same sheet. And like they're closing out the entire semester. This is my final exam. Like, this is the first part of the final exam. Like, bitch, if you get these 5 down, alright, we gonna move on to some different shit. Like, let's see if you ready. And so after you slow it down and then you actually start to calibrate how much force you need to put on this situation, I'm happy I took, because I got too much force for this type of situation. I've always had too much force for both of these type of situations, because I'm dealing with similar themes in both scenarios, in the work and that personal scenario, that personal conflict that I observed from a third party stance. Shit, if I even think a little deeper, because the lessons still apply in like the personal shit of my life that I'm like so not focused on because I know it's so much bullshit. I'm like, oh yeah, that is popping up over there too, but I'm good over there. Like, I know 1 + 1 is 2, but you tell me 1 plus every number is just one more, so 1 plus a million? I'ma still think for a second. It's a lot of zeros, but it's the same shit. Literally that simple. It ain't worth my fight. It ain't worth my force. It ain't worth the energy I bring to the shit. So, fuck it. I'm gonna keep doing G. I'm gonna keep moving in the direction I'm moving to. I mean, that's how energy works. Yo, if I over expel this powerful, good shit that I'm tapping into on some low vibrating shit, I'm going to lose it. Like, that energy is gonna go somewhere and it's going to go away from me either way. I ain't got time for that, fam. I don't. I'm sorry. Apologize. I'm hurting your feelings. I ain't got time for that. And me not having time for it ain't an indictment on you making time for it. I just don't want to anymore. The third lesson is a lesson I struggle with a lot, and it's about staying present. My brother tells me all the time, staying on my square. And here's what's crazy and how the universe works and how I know this was about me. This trip was about me. This trip was about my growth. I'm sitting there chilling, day 2, laid back, working off a hangover by drinking some more. Don't judge me. Judge your mother. I was on vacation. And then I look up and I see the school that he went to. And I'm like, oh shit, let me check out this book. Open the book. I swear to God, when I open the book, I open the page right to a picture of him. And I'm like, oh, all right. So y'all just gone. And I mean, back to lesson number 2, it shouts at me, right? Attacking me having this moment. Oh, you need to stop the fight. Yo, thank you for this confirmation. Didn't expect to have this, but I appreciate this. You know what? Let me go and capture my pictures of this vacation and what I need. I'm hearing it. That has no place for me right here, right now. Back in my book. So yeah, I gotta stay present. And I guess that was me exercising staying present. I have to attach myself. Because again, the things that was being shouted at me was about going back into the past. And that's not where I'm trying to be. Like, I'm manifesting love, fam. I don't care how nobody feels about it. I refuse to be jaded like the rest of the world. Yo, you get that jaded where you don't still seek love even on the smallest levels. When you convince yourself that the shit don't exist anymore, that's how it's easy to kill niggas. Like, that's how it's easy to lose people. That's how it's easy to see on your phone that somebody else died and you like, damn, that's fucked up. Damn, that bitch twerking. Like, I can't live like that. And again, I'm not indicting you if you want to. I'm just saying I'm not spending much more time than a scroll past with you. Bars. So yeah, I'm staying present. And what my biggest struggle with staying present is it's not just acknowledging where you are, but acknowledging the true honesty of where you are. Like, you could still be standing in shit. You're just not standing in 6 feet of shit anymore. You're standing in 3 feet of shit. And that qualifier is important. See, my struggle with it comes from my gift, which is also my curse in the delusional world that I feel like I live in. And it could be me. It could be me creating the delusion because I'm off. I will fully accept that. But it's the gift of sight. I don't get to see shit for what it is. I rather see shit for who they are. Or let me rephrase that. I don't get to see people and things for what it is presented in front of me. I get to see people and things for who they are, which is the being in its entity. The problem with that is a lot of people can't even tell you what reflection they see before you, whether they're seeing what they is or seeing what they actually absolutely are. They don't know. They don't know if they somewhere in between the two. They don't know. And it's not like I negate what's in front of me. I take it wholeheartedly. But I'm quick to tell somebody that their deficiencies are okay because they're temporary. Not realizing that these things feel permanent to the person I'm talking to or the entity I'm investing this energy into. That's my problem. This is the test that comes from understanding your strength, right? Like, if I didn't slow down and didn't understand how much pressure and strength and shit that I can apply to anything, myself included, then staying present will be hard to do. I'm going to always be fighting my battles of the past and not embracing my treasures of the future. Like, if I'm right here, right now, I'll be able to be like, oh, that was a lot of shit that I just went through. 3 feet of it. That's a lot. Got 3 more feet of shit to get through because that shitless life looks good. Just on a quick sidestep, I was thinking about how a lot of people react to me when I get on my shit. And they like, oh, you always so amped. And it's because I believe this shit. I want to live this shit. I am trying to walk and manifest this shit. Yeah, fam, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry if I'm too amped about fixing myself and healing myself and loving myself enough to love outwardly, and no matter what I'm getting back in, still love outwardly. And when I realize that the shit that I'm getting back in ain't enough, I'm gonna cocoon myself so I can go ahead and fill it back up so I can continue to love outwardly. And it ain't got shit to do with the entities that I'm loving. It has everything to do with me. I apologize if that is too fucking much, because I no longer apologize for me. That's why I'm passionate about it. Which is a perfect segue, I guess, into test number 4, which is the test of validation. The test of validation is a tricky one, though, because for a long time I've struggled with validation. Excuse me. It's the coffee. And then I'm about to getting this yogurt as usual. But the test of validation was difficult for me because for a long time I would convince myself that I didn't need validation. I don't know. That might have something to do with the fact that I haven't felt human for a while, because I've been depriving myself of acknowledging a part of myself. See, the test of validation is really just a gut check, legitimately. It's not that I don't need validation. I just need to know where to seek the validation from and how to confirm what has been validated, right? For example, 1 + 1 is 2. No matter how you slice that pie, no matter how you do it, no matter where you do it. But until you understand, know that, and get that, you won't see the confirmation in everything else that you see. Why you keep saying they is a couple? And why don't you just call it them? Because it's just 2. Well, how you... Well, okay, I don't get it. Yeah, because you don't get 1 + 1 is 2 and what 2 represents. The confirmation that comes from the representation. That's a whole nother deeper level, I guess, of understanding. To get back on topic, I had to realize that if I can feel it, see it, touch it, think it, like, taste it, it's validated. It's real. On that metaphysical level, if it has an impact on you, if you can feel that shit is rippling through your life, it's validated. Good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. It's validated. what I wrote down was, you didn't pass the test because the teacher gave you a test that was passable. The test just confirmed that you had a handle on the knowledge on the test. The concept seems so simple, but so often I would find myself focused on what's going to be on the test. In direct application, like who the husband of my life will be. During the pregnancies, what type of mom I will become. Like, once I have the ideal job, what type of employee I would be. Once I land the information or the theory in writing a book, then I'll write the book. Like, I was just not realizing that I'm already the woman that will be able to support the type of husband that I will attract. So if I want to be better, I need to be better. If who and what I am today is not it, then move forward. Grasp the concept. Bitch, study. Like, but if you are, because validation is about recognize, again, it comes after staying present and being aware. Validation for me, and I'm not saying for anybody else, I'm just talking about my journey, or my journey, my mental health transformation, right? If I am there, right? Accept that. Allow it to be confirmed by the vibrations that come back to you. It's not, oh, when I land the ideal job, another opportunity has been opened up for you. So be the best employee you can be. Run towards the goals that you want to run towards. Whether anybody else outside acknowledges them or not, if you're headed in the right direction, you will get there. Whether it's here or the next spot, you will get there because you're doing what you're supposed to. Looking for somebody to always come and pat you on the back, germanely of themselves, I think is a delusion. Because nobody's paying attention to you that way. You are. You should be. Yeah, I learned that this break that I've been taking. I also learned it because I've been trying to support a friend who is going through the same type of battle with outward validation confirming what's inside. Like, and I keep trying to explain to this friend, your paradigm shift. You need to like flip it upside down. You need to realize that you are what you have already been seeking. Thus, like, if that's not 100% adequate, push in that direction. That's where your focus and energies need to be. Not on who sees who and what you are. You don't see who and what you are. But whatever. So in trying to support this friend with that, they triggered me to fall back into the nastiness, the outward validation, the depression of it, the negative focus on things that don't service you. So in recognizing that I'm in the fit of test, I can't let you copy out my paper right now. I'm not sure on my answers. So no. You ever know how stressful it is if you studying for two niggas? And I laugh and I say it that way because this weekend, a lot of these friends that I hung out with, I went to school with. So one of them, the closest that I am, I guess, well, the second closest to the group that I am, this person said, they was like, yo, I don't remember doing much work in school. I'm like, right, because I did it for us. Like, the fuck? You know how stressful that is, where it's like, you got to be right because their answers got to be right too? No, you dummy. No, stop studying for two niggas if you haven't mastered the concept for you. It's simple. It's just an application so hard. So like this friend now in my present life who I want to support so much, I can't because you are triggering me to fall back into, if I fail this test, I'm going to fail every test that came before. And those are more important. I already got those lessons. I've already been through those. I can't do this. And I don't mean that like I don't want to. It's just there's more work on your end that needs to happen for me to be able to aid and support. Because again, I still got baby deer legs in this validation world. I do. And acknowledging that is really important. The last test, and I guess that's why it came in the order that it did, is the test of truth. I got to be honest with myself about everything. What I really want, where the changes really need to come in, what changes I've already made. I gotta accept, own, and love and validate my truth. Right, wrong, and different. I gotta own. This is my bag of shit. Let me have it. I'll deal with it. Sorry, it stinks. Like, it's legitly like that. What made me like really sit down and think about this is because as I've just been processing everything that I've been going through for the past month, actually, because I think my last 2 videos were a little angsty. As I've been processing everything that I've been going through for the last month, I had to slow shit down and ask myself the real questions that I feel like we don't want to ask ourselves, because then it turns a legit clear like mirror on us, right? Like we cleared that fog after the shower, and it's like, now what do you see? So I took a nice hot steamy shower, and now I'm asking myself legitimate questions about the scenarios that I've been finding myself a little vexed by. A couple of the questions I've been asking is like, are you jealous right now? I don't know, but that's a legit question. That's a real thing that you deal with. Like, are you projecting right now? Because sometimes shit ain't what you think it is. It's just what you feel it to be. And you can't always trust your feelings. So am I projecting shit? I got a friend right now who I feel like projects a lot of shit onto me. And I'm just like, no, not at all. But okay. Another real serious question I've been asking myself is, am I focused on the wrong things? Am I wanting to add fuel to the wrong fires? A real live question that I feel like everybody benefits from asking themselves is, am I holding my actions as heavily accountable as the other party's actions, whatever the other party is, your work environment, the co-worker, your significant other, your family member. About to sneeze. Excuse me. But yeah, like, you so outwardly focused on what this fool is doing. What are you accepting? Like, what are you doing? Like, I heard a haiku last night at this open mic that I went to, which was so dope. The same one that I go to all the time, by the way, Poets for Dinner. It's the last Sunday of every month in Baltimore. So if you in Baltimore, check it out on Facebook, Poets for Dinner. Like, it's home for me. I feel amazing every time that I go. But I heard this haiku and was like, how you gonna get mad at the booty caller when you answering the phone? Like, yeah, that's legitly a good question. Yeah, I'm not. Don't fault me for not answering the phone anymore. Another sneeze is coming. I apologize for the crackhead face. A strong gut check question that I've been asking myself that I'm ready to like chew on the real answers to is, does this warrant a reaction, or do I want to react? Because that's a thing for me. Like, I don't know how many other people that's a thing for, but that's a thing for me. Sometimes I just want to be feisty and I want to fight, and then that just means that I need to dispel some energy. I have not been fed in that realm, and I need to find where I can be fed. And so I need to write some shit. I need to go ahead and get in a booth. I need to spit a freestyle, no matter how dumb it sounds or how bad off the beat it is. I need to color some shit. I need to go and put some artwork up. Like, I have energy to dispel. I need to dispel it positively and not do no fuck shit. I don't know. The truth really shall set you free. I think that's the key that I need to unlock this door that I think has been keeping a lot of me peoples down. When I think of me peoples, people who identify with me, people who are, have been going on this journey with me, and my family. Like, I really feel like, but more importantly, me. Shit, fuck all of them. Like, respectfully, I love y'all niggas. Fuck all y'all. Like, for me, This is the key. The truth is the key to unlock all that bullshit for the next level. I don't even know what it is, and I'm not even going to pontificate about it. I'm enjoying where I stand right now. I'm looking good. I'm feeling better. I'm doing my damn thing. I'm slowly figuring out how to make money from all angles. I ask for my steps to be ordered, and thus I will walk in the ordering of those steps. That's it, and that's all. So yeah, I'm gonna get back on it. Thank you for affording me this break, because I needed it. Yep, I'm gonna fuck up my tagline on the way out, so just brace yourself for it. But there's only like 10 of us, so it don't matter. Lastly, expect a new background for the next video. So if I'm back on my 1 week, I'm putting myself on a 7-day time crunch. Expect a new background. I'm working on getting the studio finished. It was supposed to be done by yesterday, because yesterday was the end of the first quarter. That didn't happen. So, but yeah, expect a new background. I'm working on something funky, and I love this sack, but I think y'all tired of seeing me sitting in blue balls. I think y'all tired of it. So I'm have something, even if it's just a little plain. It's gonna be something different, because I'm moving forward. We're gonna grow this thing. We're gonna rock out. Start looking for those promos too. So it's gonna start coming out. But as always, my family, I want to leave you with all of the light that has been afforded to me. I give to you. It has been a beautiful, beautiful thing, and hopefully I'm being gifted with actual physical light soon. That's why I can get a studio together. So let me get some light out there. Secondly, I want to leave you guys with life. The life that has already been given to you, just live it. Live the best of it. Man, I leave you with life. But most importantly, and never out of place, the alpha and omega of all this shit that I do, I leave y'all with a lot of love. I have a lot more to share and give. So I want to. So I love you. I hope you love me too. But if you don't, fuck me. Love yourself.